Hello, everybody, and welcome to this marvelous Monday. I am Dr. Samantha DeLoache, your modern pharmacist and your professional speaker coach. And I'm here for another great episode of Public Speaking in Business. I hope you all have been watching this series. I've been getting so many people telling me they're really enjoying it. They're learning so much. They didn't realize the value that public speaking had in their businesses and just in everyday life. So I'm so glad that this platform is able to bring this information to everyone so you can see that communication is so important and that you need it to be successful in any area of your life, business, professionally, entrepreneur, community leader, it doesn't matter. If you want to have your needs expressed, your thoughts articulated, you want to get some powerful change to come, then you got to be able to tell it. You got to be able to share your words. I like to say, use your words. So that's what this is about, just to highlight that. And I've been having so much fun bringing in different entrepreneurs and businessmen and women to share their side of the story, to share their experiences. Because even though the questions are the same, the experiences are not the same. Everyone brings a new, fresh perspective, and I've been thoroughly enjoying it. So I'm not going to hold you up, but I do want you all to know that the Model Speakers Academy is open and looking for clients. And so I'm having a webinar this Wednesday, and actually every Wednesday for the month of October, I'll be having webinars to share a greater insight on what the Model Speaker Academy actually has. As you know, everyone's a model. And if you're in the academy, this is the model you're going to be doing. You're going to be motivating, you're going to be organizing, delivering, engaging, and leading. Because if you're a speaker, you're a leader. You have the mic, you're the one who's going to be giving the information out, and you want to be seen as an expert. So that's what the Model Speakers Academy is going to equip you with, the tools so that you can write your own speeches, so that you can be able to express yourself and brand yourself as a paid speaker. So I'm so excited. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing you, Julie Ulstrup, and she's coming all the way from Colorado. Can you believe it? I'm here in Charlotte, North Carolina, and she's able to talk with me from Colorado. So thank you so much for joining me, Julie. Welcome.
Thank you so much, Samantha. It is great to be here. And it's, like the magic of the Jetsons technology that we get to do this. I'm delighted.
Yes. So tell everybody about your business because I see it says Julie Ulstrup, America's Encore Career Expert. So share that.
Yes, absolutely. So I started what I call an encore career, a second career. People have different names for it. I lived and worked and was passionate being an educator. I was a school counselor for 20 plus years. I had amazing experiences, helped thousands and thousands of people. And then it was time for me to do something else. I had a lot of impact, a lot of influence, and was able to change a lot of people's lives. And what I find is that educators have this idea that, they must work in a school system and they must do this and they must do this. And they spend so much time creating a vision for somebody else, for middle school students, for high school students, for university level students, and they forget what really lights them up, why they got into it in the first place. So that's the first thing that I start with, is really helping people look at what's next, what lights you up and what's next.
Oh, I love that because you're right. So many people get caught up in the day to day hustle and bustle of work, commitment, family, paying the bills, and they neglect
Yeah.
themselves. And they forget, like, what do I enjoy? What do I like doing? Like you said, what gives me that spark? What makes me smile? And if you find that passion, because that's what I consider that passion, then it doesn't feel like you're working. You get up with a renewed sense of energy. You want to share to the world or share with the world what you have. So that's excellent that you help people find that spark.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other thing too, Samantha, is yes, it doesn't feel like work, but I also believe that it's the work that we're here to do. We're living in our purpose, we're living our best lives, and we're serving in ways that are I just got chills. We're serving in ways that can make a difference and make an impact. And yes, it doesn't feel like work. It feels like what we're meant to do, how we're meant to bring our light to the world.
Absolutely. I love that. So let me just go ahead and get into the first question. Why do you believe public speaking is a crucial skill for business professionals today?
Well, as you said, it's a way to engage and to reach more people. And when we use our voice, as a counselor, one of the things that I learned and I know through, education, through professional development, as well as through years and years and years of practical experience, is being seen and being heard are two of our most basic human
Right.
needs. So when we speak publicly and when we can do that with clarity, it changes everything for us in our business and in our personal lives, like you said, Samantha.
Absolutely. Right. Being seen and being heard, because those they work together. They're very intermingled and they're both necessary. And if you're a business professional, people need to see you and they need to hear your voice and know what you're representing. So
Yes, who you are and what you stand for. Yep.
absolutely. So I love that. So my next question is, can you share a personal experience where effective public speaking significantly impacted your career or business?
So, I mean, that happened as an educator, that would happen weekly. We would, as a school counselor, I would give presentations and I would get such great heartfelt feedback. And recently, my son got married, and thank you. And he asked if I would give a toast at his rehearsal dinner, which was beautiful. My daughter also gave a toast, and I'm going to brag a little bit on her here. But we were the only two. My son has a lot of really good friends and a lot of really great people there. Very educated, my daughter and I were the only ones who didn't use our notes to give our talk. And the way that impacted my business is it made me realize how much confidence and courage plays a part in how we show up.
Right.
And when we show up, and I'm sure, Samantha, this is what you do, prepared and coming from the heart, it changes everything. And so that was obviously a personal experience. And it also, I believe that our personal lives and our professional lives are so intermingled that it's powerful. So that confidence and courage part, which is something that I teach in my masterclass, is just, it reinforced that belief for me.
Absolutely. Like you said, the two C's, confidence and courage, being able to stand up and being familiar, like, information, you knew this was your son, his wedding. And, a lot of times I think we overthink things or we want to come across as perfect. And like you said, you want to be authentic. You want to be, unique, and you want to come from the heart. And so a lot of times you don't have to write that down. You don't have to memorize that. If it just flows from within. But yeah, you have to have that confidence to trust yourself to say, hey, I can share this message. I know this material. I know this person. I can speak with confidence. So that's something that I'm glad that you teach. And that's something that we teach in Model Sports Academy, because the first step is having the confidence. You have to believe you can do it. If you can't believe it, if you don't think you can show up, then you're not. So it starts with yourself. And so definitely have to have that confidence. So,
yeah. Let me add just a little bit too. So after I gave my toast, I had several young women, his friends of his wives and other women, they came up to me and they said, your toast it was beautiful. I was crying. It made me so happy to think that the relationship that you have with I get chills again. They have relationships with their young children, and I have this relationship with my adult son, and it just brought them so much joy and so much inspiration, which wasn't really the point of well, it was, but it was a secondary point of having a toast. The toast was, to honor my son and to celebrate he and his new wife. And I was able to inspire people in a way that was unexpected. And so I think that's one of the things of public speaking is we don't know how much impact and influence we're going to have and it can be really powerful. So yeah, anyway.
No, that's great because someone else said it. I had another talk. Someone said the world has enough information, but what all we need is inspiration. And so that's
Yes.
great that your speech was able to inspire the audience and maybe give the women something to look forward to for their own children. Like maybe I need to start continuing to foster relationships so when my son gets older, I can have those same sentiments. So that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my third question is, what are some common public speaking challenges that business professionals face, and how can they overcome them?
I think the biggest thing with most business professionals, entrepreneurs specifically, is clarity.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that we want to say?
Yes.
What is the impact we want to have? And that goes back to, what do we love? What lights us up? And then how can I share that clearly? And I'm sure you offer this in your speaking courses, but telling the stories that can clearly make a point. We all have so many stories, and getting clear about how we tell those, and what an impact and an influence they can have.
Yeah, I love that. Like you said, clarity. A lot of people have things to say, but they don't know how to get it across. And you want your message to be clear, especially if you're in business, because a confused client doesn't buy it. So you want
That's
your
right.
message to be clear so that they have no idea or no confusion, or they are clearly knowing what it is that you're trying to get to them, and that there's no type of hesitation. So definitely, I love that you want to have clarity in your message. And then storytelling is important because people want to buy from real people. And so our stories make us relatable. So you want to have a clear message, and then you want to tie in a story or something that can bring it on home so that people can relate to you. So I love both of those points. And so finally, my last question is, what is one essential tip that you would give to someone who is looking to improve their public speaking skills?
So one of the things, and this goes back to clarity, and this goes back to, connecting into really knowing ourselves and who we are. And in our culture, we are so used to thinking in our heads. And so one of the things that I do is I really help people connect with our heart and with our gut. And if we have time, can we do this activity? It'll take maybe 2 minutes
Sure,
at the
sure.
most. So I would invite everybody, if you are a woman, to put your left hand on your heart. If you're a man, go ahead and put your right hand on your heart, and then put your opposite hand on your gut, on your belly, and put your feet firmly planted on the ground. Sit up nice and tall. If you're comfortable, you can gently close your eyes and take a deep breath in and inhale love. And exhale out as you're exhaling through a straw. Exhale joy. We're going to inhale purpose. And exhale passion. And we're going to inhale intuition. And exhale clarity. When you're done, gently open your eyes. And this helps us really get in touch with, connecting the parts of our body that we don't usually think with, our heart and our gut, because so often, like I said, we connect it with our head, and talking heads are everywhere. To your point, making things relatable, speaking from our heart and from our gut is so powerful and so different than what most people do.
Wow, I love that. Thank you for sharing that exercise because you're right. A lot of people don't think with passion or speak or talk with passion. Or like you said, it's straight from the head. It's just book knowledge, but it's no feeling, no emotion, no heart, not from the stomach. Something that is true. Like you said a couple of times, you were getting chills when you were speaking because what you were talking about was passionate and very important to you. And so you felt it physically. And so, yes, we need to take time to connect with our message, both mentally and physically, because the more connected we are, the greater we will be able to deliver it. And
Absolutely.
that was
Yeah.
beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. I love it.
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can use it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I'm going to definitely have to keep that in mind. So, how can people stay in contact with you, follow you? Do you have anything going on that you want to share? Give us everything about Julie.
Absolutely. Well, everything about me would be a lot.
Okay,
We might
everything.
be here.
Of course,
Yeah, but I do have a master class coming up that I'm offering the end of this month. It's actually October 31st and November 1st, and it's a day and a half. I'm offering some really powerful skills to help people live in their zone of genius, to get clarity, to provide focus for that clarity, and to connect with their ideal clients. So I'll share the link,
yes.
and I'll share that with you, Samantha. And that's what I have going on right now. You can also follow. I've got a YouTube channel that is my name, julieulstrup.com, and those are the best two ways to connect with me, or on LinkedIn too.
Yeah. Well, I'll be providing all of those links for the masterclass, for the YouTube channel, and the LinkedIn, because Julie definitely has a presence about her that's calming, and she's going to help you get clarity and be able to connect with what your next thing is. Because a lot of times we said in the opening, people just get stuck. They get used to kind of going through the motions and forget about their passion. And so you're able to help them connect to that, their heart and their gut, so they can get clarity on what they want to do and their messaging. That'd be awesome. So I hope everyone enjoyed today's Public Speaking in Business, our lunch quick chat. And I'm going to have all of Julie's information. So thank you so much for joining us, Julie. Any other final words?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your generosity and for having us on, having me on. And I'd love to connect with anyone in your audience, and share my audience with you and connect with you as well.
Absolutely. Well, that was great. So I hope everyone had a great time listening to today's message. And I want you to tune in tomorrow because I will have another great public speaking business for you. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye.